Okay.
Hey, we're back to this thing.
Yeah, good. It's so much fun. Let's do it.
Oh, it's an ice worm. So before we began, I was about to tell you my experience, quote unquote, with Marvel vs. Capcom 3, which we may or may not play on this one day.
Knowing my history with fighting games, yeah.
I really enjoyed the second one, as a lot of people did.
The second one's the best. The second one is the one that everyone remembers for that stupid jazz theme. And for being in... Yeah, exactly. And being in every arcade. Being in everything. Like the movie theater, the pizza shop, whatever. So yeah. Why is this floor like zebra colored?
I guess is this like a floor above?
Oh.
That's the boss of this area. We don't actually need any of these treasures.
Yeah, it's probably...
So I can just skip this.
It's probably just money or something.
No, you get money from that.
Fuck it!
That'll probably be like bombs or
we don't need
potions.
that shit.
No, we don't.
Yeah.
We'll go the other way. Anyway, yeah, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is awesome. Played it a ton. So I was like, oh, I want to play the third one when it comes out. And I was doing a college program at the time when I finally had enough money to order it. It wasn't in stores around me at the time when I wanted to play it and buy it. So I ordered it through GameStop, but I couldn't play it right away because I was like, I'm too busy during the night or like during the day, and then by the time night rolled around, I was too tired to do it. So, and also a key part of the story was the fact that I only recently...
Oh man, that missed a...
Yeah, it's a little weird on the perspective.
Now I know why they did... Anyway, got it.
Anyway,
to your point of your story, yes.
Well, because at that point, I had recently gotten a PS3. I probably should have just waited for another couple of years and gotten the 4, but whatever. So I don't really have many games for it. I was like, well, I'll just increase my game library and I'll order it for the PlayStation 3 because, one, I need the games for it, and two, I learned how to... I really got good at the game.
What does this have to do with Marvel vs. Capcom 3?
Well, I mean, I also got good at Marvel vs. Capcom 2 on the PlayStation 2.
I mean, 2, sorry. Oh.
So that's kind of why I decided on that. I was like, I'll keep it with PlayStation.
Okay.
So,
I was wondering where this was going.
Well, it's actually an important factor. Not so much the second game, but the system it was on. Because when I finally did get around to trying it out, and a friend who was out of town came over and was like, let's play a fighting game. I was like, okay, here's this game I haven't played yet. Let's play it. I really like the second one. Let's play the third. Popped it in. Mind you, now granted it was used, but usually GameStop used games are fine.
Yeah, that's funny.
Popped it in, didn't work.
Oh no!
You can get as far as selecting your characters and it would just freeze.
Didn't matter. The most important part of a fighting game.
Didn't matter who we picked. It would not get any further. And I was getting pissed. Every once in a while, I found that if you picked Ryu first, it would sometimes work.
What? The game is fucking like prejudice?
You know, but only sometimes.
It's like none of your Marvel shit, but pick out Ryu. Because Capcom wants you to.
First player's got to pick Ryu first. If you don't, you'll never get to the actual fighting part of the game.
Well, that's a load of crap. But
I figured, okay, maybe I got a crap version, and unfortunately, it's too long for me to. Well, unfortunately, it's also too long for me to send it back for a refund.
Oh, was it like right after the warranty thing?
Yeah,
motherfucker! Oh,
yeah, it was long after the warranty. Because I basically waited like a month or two before I actually played the game.
Yeah.
So it was long expired. And, so I figured, well, damn. I still want to play this game.
To put it lightly, damn.
Well,
fuck me. With a big black dildo. Fuck.
I only paid, half decent money for this. So I had someone, I guess it was around my birthday. So I had a spare gift card for them. So like, okay, I'll try this again. Instead of ordering a used copy, I'll just order a new one. It's like $5 more. So why not? I'll order a brand new copy.
Might as well avert the risk.
I'll avert the risk and just order a brand new one. The day when it came, I was like, okay, this better frickin' work. Because if it doesn't, I'm going to have to hurt something. Popped it in, doesn't work. Brand new game, same problem.
Wow.
I've never ever... If anyone else has ever had this problem with this sort of thing...
I had that problem with GameStop. That's why I was kind of scoffing when you say, GameStop is really good with the used game. I was like, fuck that. No, they're not.
Well, I mean, that was the first time I ever had this experience.
Yeah, my experience was not so fucking flowers and rainbows. No, it was fucking bullshit.
Well, the thing is, they made up for it because...
So many games I got from GameStop did not work. So when I heard that from you, I was like, it's typical, at least in my experience.
That was the first time, and... Thing is, they made up for it because the very next day, I brought both games with me to GameStop, and I took them to the counter.
You just placed a spare couple.
Oh no, I basically told them the whole thing from start to finish. Like, all right, here's my story, and I'm not lying because I have the receipt for the new one here because I got it yesterday. Like, you know, I have this brand new game, brand new, doesn't work in my PlayStation. It just doesn't like it. So I told the guy everything, and he's like, that's really weird. And so I was like, alright, tell you what, man, if... I know I can't get the full return on the old one, but so maybe I can put it for credit or something.
Yeah.
I know you can't, I know you don't usually get a lot for your used games, but maybe I can get it towards something. And this new one, again, maybe that's towards something. What can you help me with? Because I still want the game, but obviously my PlayStation apparently just doesn't like it. So the dude did me a total favor. He's like, okay, even trade for this. We'll give you the Xbox 360 version, and we'll give you the max we can give you for this other game on a gift card.
Hey.
So I brought it home, put it in my Xbox 360. Works perfectly.
So basically the lesson is, fuck your PlayStation 3 game.
It's like, gee, PlayStation, I really liked you. I wanted you to have a fighting game on it to play, but apparently you didn't want that.
we here at GameSharks tend not to be console biased, but that must have really left a sour taste in your mouth about the whole... You probably weren't blaming the system, but still, what are the fucking odds?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the thing, like...
What the fuck?
Exactly, that's why I was saying, like, if anybody else has ever had that experience where you buy the same game twice, and it's not your game, but it's your console that will not play it. They'll play everything else you stick into it.
Like, let me ask one question. Here's the key.
Yes.
If you take that same game to a friend that had a PS3, or 2, or 3, and did it work at his system?
If I had a friend that had a PlayStation 3, I would have gladly tried it.
Oh, okay. I mean, you mentioned that, but I've had numerous occasions where I get a used game from GameStop, and it doesn't work. Like, you were talking about the whole, like, it was too late to return it. Same thing with me. I got a game called,
Oh, hold on. This is a mini-boss we're fighting now. It's a squid thing.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll keep talking. But
That's what I wanted to let everyone know.
I got... What the fuck? Oh.
Squidite.
I was like,
it's a horrible name.
The Kraken? I wish. The Kraken was hype. Anyway. Yeah, so I got like a game called Project Eden for the PS2. And my little sister and I got really far in the game. We liked it. It was a fun game. And then we got really far, and we get to this point where the game just freezes, and we're like, fuck! Look at the calendar. It's past the month of, like, you know, return policy. Fuck! And I'm just like, it's right after the point where we could return it. But like, of course, yeah, that's what I said. In fact, it was echoing inside my head, of course. And I was just like, oh man.
It's always the way.
Like I said, it wasn't the first time. It happened with many other games. I've lost count.
I mean, granted, I don't buy a ton of games. Because, you know, it costs money.
Me neither. And that's why it pissed me off, because I was like, this is my thing. I mean, I have nothing else to do. What am I going to do? Study? No?
I don't know, that's strange. Like, I've never had that bad experience with it. I mean, the worst I can say about it is, like, the fact that your used games are, like...
Yeah, you're taking a risk.
Well, it's not so like the things you're trying to sell to them, you get such a pitiful return. like, oh, we can give you 50 cents for this. Like, this cost me $50 new.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, granted, I'm trying to get rid of it, but still.
I always remembered some funny stuff though, like when I got like used games, get them, and they have like the weird ass files like butt dick 9000 or whatever, and like, you know, and
This guy's eyes is like, what?
oh shit!
As soon as you said that name, he's like, woo!
Hey,
Hey, foul language! There's kids presents.
game. We here at GameSharks try to run a family-friendly show. Oh god, no.
Yeah, any illusion towards that was shattered.
Yeah, fuck that.
By your potty mouth.
Yeah, the most potty.
He slumps.
Yeah, like a flaccid dick. Oh, dude, there I go again. But yeah, like, God, you get that file and you check it and like it's like the most like complete file ever, and you're like, damn, Dick Butt 9000 is like a pro. Whatever, and that will be the measuring stick for you. You every time you fail, every time you die, that game, you'll be like, I'll never be as good as Dick Butt. I'll never be, never ever.
Well, sometimes it's the reverse. When I bought Animal Crossing Wild World used, the people, I know, granted, it's a time-based game, and if you don't tend to it, certain things will get messed up.
Then it goes to shit.
But you know, apparently, that game was already crap status anyway.
Yeah.
Because
the town was chaotic.
I mean, like, apparently they just hated trees. Because it was just totally...
You know what? What the fuck has a tree ever done for me? Except, you know, take my fucking carbon dioxide and produce oxygen. But, yeah. Like, whoa. I've also got some other, like, I remember I got, like, a used Pokemon card. And it's always fun to see, like, what the other person went through and, like what do they name their Pokemon and all this other shit before I delete their file and like start on my own. And I remember one guy's card I got, he named all his, he was a huge fucking nerd, and he named all his Pokemon after periodic table elements. He started from the top. Let's start with hydrogen. Okay, hydrogen though. Charmander, let's... You think he'd pick Squirtle and do hydrogen, but what the fuck do I know? And then of course, my favorite to use was Magnesium, the Geodude, and then eventually I deleted that shit because I'm like, you're a huge nerd. And after that, I named them after anime characters because I'm a bigger nerd in a different sense. Like, the funniest thing is I always like use that ironically, like, you huge nerd. I'm like the biggest fucking nerd when it comes to anime. You've heard me mention it multiple times and you just kind of go blank. You're like, sure, James, whatever you say about the sex robots. I'm like, I'm not making it up. There really is sex robots in Aquarion.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm gonna keep pushing the sex robots in Aquarion. You watch me.
As long as it's not in Equestria, we're okay.
Oh, gee, no. I did have a friend that was a brony. But he was like really awkward about it. Like, he didn't want to admit it. He was like a closet brony. Yeah, there we go. Like, he was both really down with it, but really like, I guess he was afraid of the stigma attached to it. I was like, dude, just own it. Fuck other people and what they think. If you like that shit, like it. I'm not gonna judge you differently. I don't care. You're not hurting me. I may get a little disturbed if you show some weird ass like pony porn with some shit, but as long as you don't go to that deep end, we're fine. As long as you stick to the whole Fluttershy is Doctor Who crossover, that's fine. Just like the whole pony crossover into other universes, we're good. We're good.
What's your feeling on MLP these days?
It's an interesting film. I'm fascinated by it. In my TV analysis class, I had an in-depth discussion with my teacher about it.
Really?
I had to clear the air when I mentioned it in class. I was like, oh, by the way, everyone, I'm not a brony. They're like, oh, okay, we were wondering for a sec, James. You knew a lot about it. I was like, I know, I do. It's because I was super fascinated by it, so I just researched the fuck out of it on the internet.
I researched it.
Yeah. Yes. And then my friend also talked about it, so I had a lot of references. Like, when I'm fascinated by something, even though I'm not, like, in it, I can like, really get into it and just, like, get at least all the raw data, you know? And so that's what happened with My Little Pony. I was fascinated by the phenomenon of the brony. And it just, I always imagine what would be the look on my dad's face if I explained this shit to him. he would just it would probably just make his head explode because like it's something so outside of his realm of like normalcy. So
yeah, I mean it's definitely an odd thing. I just realized we forgot our timer, so I have no idea what time we're at.
It probably ran on too long because I like to talk. Okay, well, nothing interesting's going on here. We're just grinding, so I guess we'll call it quits now. See you, everyone, on the next part.
Yeah, we'll start at the town, so you won't see us.